Hello, welcome to Radiant Resilience. In this video, we are going to be working on quad strength, and this is a simple, easy way to strengthen out your quads, and you can do it from multiple positions, either down on the floor or up in a chair if getting down on the floor is hard for you, or if doing other quad strengthening positions from a standing position doesn't work for you. It's also good for anybody because you can just do it anytime you're in a seated position. All right, so I'm going to show you setup starting on the floor, and then we'll work our way up to the chair. One of the things the reason we want our quads to be strong is to keep our knees healthy and happy. We need that strength in the quads to support the joint of the knee. All right, so first position you can do from the floor is to tuck one leg in, lean back on your hands, and bring your leg up like this. Now you want to make sure your chest stays lifted, spine stays straight. If your hammies are a little tight, this might feel like a stretch and you might find you're going like this with your spine. If that's the case, you could even lean back on your elbows, chest stays lifted, still working the leg. Okay, from a chair, couple of ways to set this up. So the more supported way, where your legs are a little more supported, is to be all the way back in your chair as you work through the leg. If your hamstrings are a little tight, you might find that you're doing this because your hamstrings are getting stretched as you straighten your leg. So if that's the case, you'll want to go more forward and lean back. However, you don't want to lean back and collapse in your back. You want to keep your back, chest lifted, spine straight. So you might find that putting a pillow or a cushion up behind you to help you keep your chest lifted, spine straight is helpful so you don't strain your low back. The other thing is if you want, this is a little more challenging, you have to work your leg a little harder because it's not being supported by the chair. You can also make it even harder by coming to the front edge of your chair, spine stays straight, and you're not supporting the leg at all with your chair. Okay, so lots of different ways that you can set this up. Make sure you're setting up in a way that works for where you are right now. Okay, I'm going to just set this back behind, and then what we're going to do is, here I'll kind of go in between, so you can kind of go in anywhere in between. I'm going to lean back onto my hands, a little bit of support there, bring your leg up, turn the knee out, toes are turned out, and then you're going to push out through the heel and bend, push out and bend. So you'll feel the quads work really, especially at that very end of your straight leg. Toes are turned out. We have quads, 4, which there's an inner and outer, and 2 down the middle, 1 close to the bone and 1 more on the surface. So with the toes turned out, you're working that inner quad. Okay, now we're going to switch it up, toes up. So we're working down the center line, and we want all 4 quads to be strong. Woo. See, even me, I'm leaning back a little bit because I don't want them round in my back. Okay, now we're going to turn toes in. This one's the hardest one for me. My legs don't like to turn in very much. And this, you might even feel up in here working that little muscle, the TFL muscle that works into your IT band along with your glutes. Okay, so you can see it's very effective. My leg is shaking, and I'm doing this from my chair. Okay, let that side go. Maybe give it a little pat. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So we'll start toes out, knee out, bend and straighten, and really flex your foot and push out through the heel as you lengthen the leg. Is your chest lifted? Are you breathing? Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your jaw relaxed? Okay, now toes straight up and down. Okay. And then we'll turn toes in. So the other thing is, if you happen to be a female, women are 5 times more likely to tear their ACL in their knee. Okay, release, give it a little pat. Part of that is because of the anatomy of the female body, wider hips, makes the thighs go into kind of a V position, which puts different wear and tear in the knee, and ligaments tend to be a little more loose. So one thing for females especially is you want to make sure that inner quad is strong. That's the toes turned out one. That can help offset some of that unevenness in the knee by keeping that inner part of the quad nice and strong. All right, the other thing you might want to do afterwards is to give it a little stretch. One way to do that is to bring the knee up, grab your ankle, and you can even loop a strap around your ankle and then let the leg come down. Take a few breaths. All right, and then we'll release, go other side, knee comes up. I think that's the easiest way, and then slide your hand down towards the foot and then let your knee hang. Make sure you don't fall off your chair. Okay, and release. That is it. Give it a try. Let me know how it went for you. As you can see, it's kind of tough, but it is effective and safe for your knees when you're doing this. If this was helpful, hit the like button. If you have future videos that you'd like me to work on, put those down in the comments, as well as any questions you might have. And also subscribe if you want me to notify you when we drop new videos. Thanks. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.